All right, good morning. So we'll go ahead and start briefly in a seated position. So if you're not already in your seat, go ahead and come into a comfortable seat. So you might, like I am, sit up on something comfortable like a cushion. You might be plenty comfortable sitting directly on the floor, or maybe you bend your knees and sit on your feet. So just take a moment to settle into the spot that you find yourself in. Become aware of the length of your spine, your torso, the crown of your head. And then just begin to relax the shoulders. Begin to relax the face, the jaw. And then just start with a few slightly deeper breaths. So you start to feel yourself landing in the space that you're in by breathing a little bit more deeply. My cat may run through here. She's in a mood this morning. All right, and then bring your palms together in front of your heart. And as you feel the left and right sides of the body joining in this symbolic gesture of bringing your palms together, begin to notice any physical sensation that might already be present within your body. And as you check in with your body, also check in with your mind and any thoughts that might be present for you. And then begin to listen to the heart and see if the heart has something to tell you in this moment of receptivity, of openness. All right, and then allow your fingers to interlace, press your palms forward and up. We'll begin to reach up through one hand and up through the other side, left and right several times. Gently pull down on your fingers a little bit. All right, and then release the hands to come down and rest on the floor, and just begin to turn the head gently from side to side. All right, and then lift your chin up and drop it down toward the chest. Again, lifting up and dropping down. And last one, lifting up and dropping down. All right, now go ahead and come down onto your back. And so as you come down onto your back, just draw the knees in toward the chest, giving them a gentle squeeze, a little bit of a rock from side to side. And then roll onto your right side. Let the knees stay bent, kind of drawn in fairly close toward the belly, and then we'll take the left hand to the left shoulder and just begin with a few rotations through the shoulder joint. And then a few rotations the opposite way. All right, now stack the arms so that your left arm is on top of your right arm. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, sweep your left arm up and over to the left. Do this twice more. Inhale, bring the arms back together. Fill the body up with breath and exhale as you twist. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Now just let yourself rest here. Heavy into the earth. And sensing into the body what sensation is present. Where does your attention go as you land here in this space? All right, as you release your next breath, gradually guide the knees back to center. Release your feet to the floor. Now, before we do the second side to that twist, we'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Guide the legs into the chest. Grab through for your right leg, and giving your legs a little bit of a squeeze, hugging them in. Rock a bit side to side. And then start to rotate through your right ankle. Wiggle the toes a bit in space. Move them around. All right, take your hands behind your right knee. Let your right leg straighten. Reach up through the right heel. And then point through the right toes. Once more, heel. And toes. All right, as you bend your right knee, go ahead and uncross that left leg. Hug the knees back into the chest. Pick your head up and bring your forehead towards your knees. Take a breath. And then release the head to the floor. And now roll to your left. As you roll to your left, knees are still bent, drawn in fairly close toward the belly. And then we'll take the right hand to the right shoulder and begin to rotate. All right, rotate the opposite way. All right, now we'll stack the arms so that the right arm is on top of the left arm. Now take a deep breath in. And then exhale as you sweep the right arm up and over to the right as you twist. Twice more like that as you inhale, arms come back together. And exhale as you twist. And then one more time, breathing in. And breathing out. And just let yourself get heavy into the earth. Let go of unnecessary effort. Drop back into awareness of what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what is present for you right now. So then as you release your next breath, guide the knees gently back to center. Rolling back onto your back. And this time we cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Legs come into the chest. Grab through for your left leg this time. Rock a bit side to side. Start to rotate through your left ankle. Wiggle the toes, move them around a bit in space. All right, and then take the hands behind the left knee, let your left leg straighten. Start to reach up through your heel. And then point through the toes. And once again, heel. And toes. All right, as you bend your left knee, uncross the right leg. Take both knees back into the chest. One more time, pick your head up and bring your forehead towards your knees. Take a breath. And then release your head and release your feet. Now we'll step the feet about mat distance apart and just gently sway the knees from side to side. All right, and then from here, just roll to one side and press up and onto hands and knees. And so as you bring yourself onto hands and knees, we'll just start with the hands underneath the shoulders, and we'll take our knees pretty close together. All right, lift your left knee up and out to the side, and then begin to rotate through the hip. So let that left knee draw a big circle in space. All right, and then change directions. Now, the next time you breathe in, reach your left foot straight back. Breathing out, pull the left knee into the chest, round the back. Inhale, left leg back. Exhale, knee into the chest. One more, inhale back. And exhale forward. As you take your left leg back this time, just keep it lifted up into the air. And then take your right arm forward. So left leg, right arm. As you begin to find balance here, notice all the places within the body that are contracting to create this somewhat strong pose. But notice also all the places that allow for softness and ease and space. And now release the right hand to the floor. Step your left foot forward to your left hand. Lift your torso up. And just come into a short lunge where you have your front knee over your ankle and your right hip over your knee. Now we'll take our palms together in front of the heart. Interlace the fingers. Press the palms forward and up. All right, deep breath in. Now as you exhale, side bend to the left. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, come up to center. And exhale to the left. One more time, breathing in, come up to center. And breathing out to the left. As you next inhale and come up to center, now we'll exhale and take the hands down to the floor and step forward into a forward fold. I like to start with this first forward fold with the feet at least a little bit wider than the hips. Knees a little bit bent here. Give your low back a little bit of support by bringing your belly closer to your thighs with a big bend in your knees. And then just release the hands to comfort. Maybe your hands come to rest on your legs somewhere, the floor. If you have blocks, you can place your hands on blocks. And then let your head become heavy. Gently shake it yes and no. All right, now we'll bend our knees very deeply. Lift the head to look forward. And then sweep your arms forward. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, straighten your legs, rise to stand, release your arms. All right, bring the palms together in front of the heart. Inhale, reach up into the air. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees. Release your hands back down to where they were, maybe grabbing your legs, your blocks, or grabbing your elbows with each hand. All right, take another breath in. Now walk your hands up to your shins. Let your arms and your legs straighten as your torso lengthens. All right, now bend your knees. Come back to hands and knees. So just step back and drop to your knees. So we'll do that whole sequence on the right side. So with your knees close together, lift your right knee up and out to the side. And then start to rotate through the hip. So just take a few big circles in one direction. And then a few big circles the opposite direction. All right, now inhale, reach the right foot straight back. Exhale, pull the right knee into the chest and round your back. Again, inhale, right leg back. Exhale, knee into the chest. And one more time, inhale back. And exhale, knee into the chest. So as you take the right leg back this time, just keep it lifted about the same height as your torso. Then take your left arm forward. Right leg, left arm. And as you come into awareness of all the places within your body that are strongly working or contracting or efforting, notice also the places that are soft, the places that can relax and find ease. All right, now let your left hand come down. Step your right foot forward to your right hand. Lift up so that you're in your short lunge. Front knee over the ankle, roughly. Left hip over the knee. All right, palms come together. Interlace your fingers, press your palms forward and up. All right, take a deep breath in here. Exhale as you side bend to the right. Twice more like that. Inhale up to center. And exhale to the right. One more time. Inhale up to center. And exhale to the right. All right, now breathing in, come up to center. And breathing out, take the hands down to the floor. Once again, step forward into your forward fold. Now, depending on how the backs of your legs and your low back are feeling, you might start to bring the feet closer together. You might keep them nice and wide apart. So feel into it. What feels good? How much bend in the knees feels supportive for my low back in this moment? And just release the weight of your head once again. Begin to sense the release of the muscles of your face, your jaw, your ears even. All right, and then bend your knees very deeply. Lift your head to look forward. Sweep your arms forward. Take a deep breath in. Now exhale to stand. Push into your feet. Release your arms. All right, now step your feet wide apart. All right, we'll turn our toes out just a little bit. And then bend the knees so that the knees start to land over your ankles. Now have some sense of the hips beginning to contract, to gently pull the knees back in space. Become aware of sensation in your inner thighs, the sense of lengthening or opening. And then we'll take our arms up, bend the elbows, and then start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Take a couple of breaths here, relax your toes, relax your face, your jaw. All right, one more breath. All right, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and then bring the arms forward. Take your right arm underneath your left arm And then depending on what works best for your proportions, maybe you twist your arms together for eagle arms, or maybe it works better to bring the hands together or to each shoulder. And then parallel the feet. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, slowly twist to the right. Take another breath in, come to center. Exhale and twist to the left. Once more to each side. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist right. One more. Inhale to center. And exhale, twist left. All right, now as you inhale and come to center, we'll exhale and release the arms, take them behind the back, interlace the fingers. Begin to squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now, maybe you straighten the arms, maybe it feels better to keep the elbows bent and just really focus on moving the elbows toward each other. But begin to open up and broaden across your chest. All right, one more breath. All right, take the arms back out to the sides. And this time take the left arm underneath. As before, either twist your arms together or take your hands to opposite shoulders. All right, take a breath in at center. Now exhale as you twist to your left side. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist right. Again, inhale to center. And exhale, twist left. Last one, inhale to center. And exhale, twist right. All right, as you inhale to center, we'll exhale and release the arms. Now bring the feet closer together, and we'll do one standing balance pose while we're here standing. So if you like to use the support of a wall or the seat of a chair for standing balances, feel free to move near your support. But we'll just start by moving the weight into the right foot. Bend the left knee out to the side, and then just start to walk your left foot up the inside of your right leg. So maybe your foot stays at the ankle. Maybe you come up to the inner calf. Maybe you come up to the inner thigh. Now, wherever your left foot is able to land, begin to squeeze the legs into each other, so that there's this sense of the legs joining in the center of your being, and then you're rooting down through the right foot, lifting up through the head. Now join the palms in front of the heart. Keep squeezing the legs together. And as you notice, all the places within the body that do need to work a little bit here, notice also the places where you can relax, places where you can invite some softness. All right, as you release your next breath, go ahead and release your arms. Release your left leg. Feel free to shake it out if you need to shake it out. All right, so second side, as we shift the weight over into the left foot, we'll bend the right knee out to the side. And then bring the foot to the inner ankle, the inner calf, or perhaps the inner thigh. Begin to squeeze the legs together. Feel them joining in the center. As you root down through your left foot, begin to lift up through the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, join your palms in front of your heart. And sensing into all of the many sensations within the body, as well as the way that you're breathing. What thoughts might be present for you in this moment? All right, take one more breath. All right, and then slowly release. Shake out if you need to shake out. All right, so we'll step near the back of the mat. Guide our palms together in front of the heart. Landing into both feet with awareness. And now as you next inhale, squat into chair pose, moving your hips back and your hands forward. And then as you exhale, fold forward. All right, so we'll walk out to downward dog. So just walk the hands out. Hips go up into the air. Lift and lower your heels a few times. All right, and then release down to your knees. And we'll sit back into child's pose. So let your hips move back towards your heels. Your knees can be close together or far apart, depending on comfort. And just release your head toward the floor. If your head doesn't come to the floor, maybe you use a block underneath your forehead or stack your hands and just let your head rest on your stacked hands. And just begin to feel the rise and fall of the back as you breathe. All right, and so after you release your next breath, go ahead and come down onto your back. And so this time as you come onto your back, take your feet about mat distance apart and drop the knees in toward each other. Just let your hands rest where it's comfortable for you. So that might be your belly, that might be arms alongside your torso. And as you allow your eyes to close, start to sense all the parts of the body that are making contact with a surface. So maybe you're aware of the sensations of contact with your sticky mat if you're using one. Perhaps you're touching the floor. Maybe there's a prop nearby. Sensations of contact even with your clothing. And then without controlling the way that you're breathing, just begin to observe the breath as it flows in and out. And as you simply observe the breath flowing in and out, as well as all of the physical sensations of surfaces that you are touching, begin to inquire from your heart, what do I feel gratitude for in this moment? And just listen to see what your heart tells you. Now you can stay here in this place of self-inquiry for as long as you have the desire to. But then once you need to move on with your day, begin the slow process of rolling to one side, gradually pressing up, coming back into your seated position. And then we'll join our palms again in front of the heart. And as we bow to the light within our own hearts, we also bow to the light within each other. Namaste. Thanks again for joining in. Have a wonderful day.